Welcome everybody to another draft with Robot Rallis. Today we're doing Dominaria United. I've had a couple that are off stream and not visible to y'all. And they've not been the best. A lot of times it just feels like horrible luck. We're just going to take the Shivan Devastator. By far the best card in the pack. Be nice to get back the Balduvian Berserker, but more realistically, it's looking like the Jaya's Firenado, if not like Stall for Time or Mana Worker or Broken Wings. We'll just take that. Very good card, Dragon Hydra. Will kill your opponent a lot of the time you play it. Doesn't take a lot of work to get your opponent low enough to where this will just kill them, and it will just dominate most board states. See if we can get some cool stuff in the next one. Okay, we have a Stronghold Arena, which is actually quite powerful, and a Shoba Brawler, which I think is actually an inroad towards one of the better decks in the format. So I think I'm on that. I think Stronghold Arena is fine. It is a powerful rare, but I don't know if it's what I'm looking for. Black-Red is good. Problem is, this is only good if you're ahead. The Shoba Brawler is kind of good all the time. It's good on turn 2, good on turn 10. Just a very above par card. Most games, even if you're only 2 colors, it's still going to be a 2-3. The fact that it has trample means you can augment it with combat tricks and definitely start pushing in damage while you're also beating your opponent in combat. Phasing of Zhalfir is fine. Battlewing Mystic's fine. Twin Inferno is actually pretty good. But I'm wondering if we should start seeing this as a sign. The best cards in the pack are blue and green. What are the odds that we are red-blue? Definitely not 0%. Phasing of Zhalfir is not bad. It just is very slow. It leaves you open to a lot of attacks while it goes off. Yeah, I don't really know if that's good enough. I think it's Battlewing Mystic or Sunbathing Rootwalla. Rootwalla's a fine enough too. Twin Inferno is, I think, just okay. I haven't really seen it do a lot yet, so we'll take the Rootwalla. There's a Steel Crusher and a Fires of Victory. 2 mana, huh? Pretty bad top deck, but it is 2 mana. A lot of times I feel like this will just be worse than just a straight up Lightning Strike. But I don't know if that's enough to make it bad. We'll just take the Steel Crusher. Look like we're a pretty good low to the ground deck so far. 3 2s and a X. Alrighty, now we're looking at Elfheim Worm. There's also a Join Forces and a Stall for Time in the pack. Now we're looking at some blue and white cards. I think we just take the Elfheim Worm and let people know that blue and white are open. I don't think any of those cards are so good that we want to take them here, when we might just be looking at having better plays. And passing up on the Elfheim Worm might just be a big mistake. So here we're looking at a good combat trick. An okay blue card. And an okay green card. We're just going to take the combat trick. The Molten Tributary definitely wasn't the worst, neither was Geothermal Bog. But right now I think it's fine if we just take the on-color good combat trick, especially since we have nothing but creatures otherwise. If we don't end up with the right kind of removal, it's entirely possible that the only way we're removing creatures is by attacking. However, now we have a Maria's Outrider and a Tail Swipe. I think it is Tail Swipe. As much as I like Maria's Outrider, I don't really think it's as good in this deck. I think Elfheim Worm is similarly good. And we're not really looking to have too many cards up that high in the curve. So I'm not really angry about passing it up in favor of removal, which is much more limited than random 5s. Alrighty, still waiting. Guess we'll put in a pause here. Oh, nope, there we go. Now we have a Flowstone Infusion, which is good. This is a good card. I think I will take it. I always forget that it's an instant. It looks like it should be an enchantment, but it's definitely not bad at all. Pretty good flavor text. The rumor that contact with Flowstone would reveal Phyrexian sleeper agents was spread, mostly by Phyrexian sleeper agents. Alrighty. Oh, we're waiting a little while. Ooh, wow. The Balduvian Berserker comes back. This card's very strong. Like, it does not take a lot to make this card quite good. I know it looks like it's a little clunky at 3 mana, but I promise you, I'm definitely more excited about that than Fire Nado. Let me get back a Tortoise, and we'll definitely play a Tortoise. Interesting to see all those blue cards and white cards there for blue-white tempo, but maybe blue-white tempo is just not really like that good here. Maybe the uncommons just haven't been there. I haven't seen like Argivian Phalanx or anything like that. Branch Rider, I don't know if that one's really good. I think it's fine. Probably better than the Barkweave Crusher. Llanowar Stalker, are we playing this? I feel like the answer is no. Hammerhand? Oh boy. You know what, we might actually be onto something here. Meteorite's definitely not going to make the cut. Shauna is okay. We don't have any other ways to gain life, so it's just barely playable. Molten Monstrosity is actually quite strong, especially with cards like Yavimaya Steel Crusher, Hexbane Tortoise, Balduvian Berserker, because if you start enlisting stuff, this card gets a big discount pretty quick. So we'll take it. Linebreaker Baloth is extremely good, but there's also a Wooded Ridgeline. Somebody took the Baloth. This might be the only chance we get at the Ridgeline. Yeah, I think we'll just take the Baloth still. A little greedy, but little greed never hurt anybody, right? Chaotic Transformation. That seems really bad. This fucks around with shuffling things. Yeah, I'm not really into that. What else are we playing? I don't even know. Like, so the problem for us is that we can get rid of one of our creatures, or one of their creatures, and they just get a random creature off the top. Just does not seem good. Warhost's Frenzy seems better, and we're still not even likely to play it. Wow, another miss. Not the best. Guess out of this pack we'll just take the rare, put it in the sideboard. Branch Rider, Amplifier, Molten Monstrosity number 2. I do like Molten Monstrosity as flood insurance, and it does have trample. Temporal Firestorm. 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. Wow. It's definitely a powerful card, but I don't know. Feels like it's a little off plan. We're not casting any of those others. Pretty interesting. This pack's been a bit of a miss from this side. Seems like the person, or somebody right over here, is kind of taking good green and red cards. And very quickly, too. They're taking a card pretty much as soon as it gets passed to them. Like, let's watch. as soon as it crosses over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7 seconds is not very long. Thrill of Possibility or Colossal Growth? I don't think it's Axe. I think it's Colossal Growth or Thrill. I think I'm more inclined to take the Growth than the Thrill. Right now we're looking at, what's our deck construction? 12 creatures, 7 non-creatures? Definitely gonna have to cut down on some non-creatures. But I like our creatures a lot. Our creature quality is way above par. Just really good stuff all the way down the line. Use some more 2s. Definitely some more Steel Crushers and stuff like that. Looks like they're taking some more time. Must be a tough one. Let's pick 8. Threats undetected? Just straight up card draw? Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely play a Threats Undetected. That's just a late game top deck that just gets us 2 creatures for free. Hexbane Tortoise or one of these cards we're not casting. A little unfortunate. We're starting to kind of slow down on the aggro plan here. Not nearly as many 2-drops as I'd like. Vine Shaper's a playable 2, I guess. Tributary just helps us cast like Temporal Firestorm with a kicker ability. Yeah, we'll just play a 2/2. Llanowar Stalker, or one of these cards we're not casting. Automatic Librarian? I guess we'll take it. I mean, there's a world where it sees play. Alrighty, last pick, Captain's Call. Yeah, seems like white is open from that side at least. Ooh, wow. Well, it's a pretty good one. What else is there? Tail Swipe, Gardener, Furious Bellow, and a Bog. We'll just take this. I'd like the Tail Swipe, but I think the Flame Sage is very good. There's another Tail Swipe, and I think I do take it here over the Goblin Picker. We really need some mana fixing. My Kingdom for one of those lands. We're above par on playables. We have enough. We just need mana fixing and stuff. 2 or another Tail Swipe. I think we take the Goblin Picker, honestly. I think we need enough creatures to actually justify all of our non-creature spells, not the other way around. At this point, I don't think the Hammer Hand makes it. I think Neshoba Brawler is still fine. Root Wall is not as good. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 2s? 1, 2. Yeah, not great. Gitu Amplifier. It's good if we have specifically instants and sorceries and not any other time. Otherwise it's Branch Rider, which is just okay. But it's good with the Llanowar Stalkers, exactly. Yeah, I think the Branch Rider might just be better than the Gitu. Definitely low to the ground, but we could... Oh, wow. Yeah, we're going to take it. Pretty sad to pass up on the Iconoclast, but I do need the mana fixing more than I need a random 2 or 3. Which is sad to say, but it is the truth. At this point, I think Automatic Librarian does make it. We have 1s, we have 2s, we have 3s. We have a 4, we have some 5s, and we have a 0. Okay, so we have Baloth and Hurler. I think Hurler is better here, because it's a way for us to just pitch a bunch of creatures and get in the last points of damage. We're going to play another Viashino Branch Rider. Kind of all in on the beatdown plan. I don't really think the Fire Nado is what we're looking for, but we will take it, like... Oh yeah, we're definitely on the aggro plan, that's for sure. Just gonna cut a bunch of uncastables at the top of our deck. Look to kill our opponent with 1s and 2s before they have a chance to really set up. Not a guaranteed plan by any stretch, but it's not the worst. Keldon Strike Team or Goblin Picker. We're just going to take a Goblin Picker. Pretty happy about that one. Let's be real, random 2s are making the deck at this point. Like any random 2 with any random thing, even if it's just a vanilla 2-2, is probably good enough now. D2 Amplifier? Yeah, sure. Another? Yeah, I don't think it's making the cut, but we can play it. It's pretty good with our combat tricks. Zero chance that's making it into the deck, I don't think. Typool Turtle. Okay, so how aggressive are we? We're kind of maximum aggression here. Is there a chance that we're 15 lands? I think we should try it, like, cut the Molten Monstrosities out. Cut out the Fire Nado, the Firestorm, and an Elfhame Worm? Yeah. Go down here, go down here, 45 cards. This is looking more like a 5. Hammerhand I don't think does it. I think the Vine Shaper Prodigies are just worse than the Amplifiers. I think we have enough creatures that Warhost's Frenzy is good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cut that out. The Shoba Brawler is at its worst here, but I think it's still playable enough too. Goblin Picker's fine. We need one more cut. Maybe it's one of the Branch Riders. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're looking at what here? 18 creatures, 7 non-creatures. The non-creatures are just really good. Maybe the threats undetected is too slow? Yeah, we'll take that out, we'll put in another Viashino. This is a wild-ass deck. 15 land aggro. Fuck it, we're going for the gold, you know? It's still relatively early in the format. I think it's okay to experiment like this. We are on the draw, and we have kind of bad hand. Red spells are bad for us. Green spells we can't cast are bad for us. Forests are bad for us. But I don't think it's the worst. I think it is fine. We'll keep it. We'll just try it. Not great. Immediately draw a red card, get punished. Immediately have something that blocks perfectly. Okay. Pretty miserable, and we draw another red card. Yeah, I kind of figured this was how this would go. No attacks. Pass turn. Yikes. Another creature to stabilize the board perfectly. Oh, we're playing the wall deck, aren't we? Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I'm not into it anymore. Just mono forests. We don't really have the worst mana in the world, but like 2 red cards and a forest is not going to do it. Not really interested in playing out another 15 minutes to lose to that deck over there. Just take our L and move on. Our time is more valuable than that. I'm not going to waste yours. I put my chances of winning that game at less than 2%. So, speaking of saving your time... Oh, nope, there we go. They show up. They go first again. At least we have some stuff to do, I guess. None of our 5/1s. But that's okay. Maybe our opponent won't have a perfect 2. Nope, they have a 2. Unfortunate. We're just going to play out the amplifier here. We can tail swipe next turn and get that thing out of there. As well as playing out the Nishoba Brawler. Or we could just play the Flame Sage. Yeah, no blocks, buddy. Good job. You got there. Interesting. Well, I think we just do it anyway. We can do it with the Nishoba Brawler. Instant sorceries or kick spells. Yeah, we'll do it here. Attack here. If they want to block, they can. Is that an instant? Yeah, I guess I could have gotten them, but like they'd probably just block with the Figment. Interesting. Wasn't really expecting the pass turn. Let's go to combat. Attack both. How many sources? 1, 2, 3. Dealing 4 damage to this. We can kick the Colossal Growth. They have another thing? Nope. Lightning Strike? They do have something else. God knows what it is. A block. And the thing that makes... Yeah, sure. Fine by me. Take 6. Alright. They have 4 cards in hand. 3 cards. Just gonna attack again, see what's up. It's pretty miserable. Clean 2 for 1. We're just going to do the Keldon Flame Sage. Pass turn, I guess. Handful of 3s and my deck full of 1s and 2s. They have their own Keldon Flame Sage. They're going to attack me, which is very bold. Yeah, I'm going to just do the thing. Like, enlist, attack, do that. View battlefield. Yeah, we're gonna do the Flowstone Infusion. Block if you want to, buddy. Now we're gonna cast a Balduvian Berserker, and the Llanowar Stalker, and pass the turn. They're at 5. I struggle to imagine what kind of insane sequence they could have here that perfectly stabilizes the board. But, knowing that this is limited, it's definitely not impossible. Tolarian Geyser that is fine with me. They gain some life. What was it? God damn it. Really? Kill that? Okay, sure. No blocks. Sure. Keldon Flame Sage and a Goblin Picker. I'm going to enlist. Undeclare, I guess we will just attack. They have the removal spell, they can get us here. Alright, they're at 8 now. Even had the kicker for that, Jesus. Alrighty. See if they get another good one off the top 3. Wow, alright. Free value every turn. I don't think we block again. Really, whatever they have in hand, I guess I just have to deal with it. Linebreaker Baloth, that's definitely a good one. We just play it? I guess. Without paying its mana cost? Oh wow, it is without paying its mana cost. Enlist. Attack. I miss, they don't. They go to 1. I have a Linebreaker Baloth in play. Enough for them. They lose. Good to get a victory in. Alright, let's see if we can keep that train rolling. Very interesting game of Magic with that opponent. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh boy, a lot of things to click through. Alright, we'll give it a pause here and I'll see y'all in just a moment. Okay, we're in the game, and maybe the play this time? We do have the play, but our hand is kind of medium. I think we'll keep it anyway, off the strength of the Neshoba Brawler. And we'll play out the mountains so we can Flowstone Infusion if they play something. I don't think that's going to happen. I'd be very surprised if there's something I want to immediately Flowstone Infusion. Not a lot of one-drop decks flying around in the format. Looks like they're on the mall. To 5? No, 6. Untap, play a Neshoba Brawler, pass turn. Come on, Oppo. They're throwing some money around. Be nice if they threw some cards around. 5 lands, not really what I'm looking for in this deck. Not really anything I can do about it though, so whatever. This is an interesting one. So we're gonna play out the forest. Go to combat. We are going to attack, and if they have the removal spell, we do necessarily need to... No, they don't. Okay, cool. Ooh, we should have played out the mountain. Mistake on my part. Now they have that? No, they don't. It's something. Well, if their plans just do nothing for the whole game, I can definitely do worse than, Okay, yeah, to attack. They do have to do something eventually. Like, they can't just literally take damage every turn. Okay. Not great. Unfortunately for them, we do outclass it with a combat trick. But it's not like it's free. Does have an opportunity cost associated with it. Okay. They're content to not have that happen. Just gonna play a Hurler Cyclops. And try and out-aggro them, even though they're gonna gain some life here. What I wouldn't like to see is like a removal spell for the Cyclops. Alrighty, now we have double combat trick. I struggle to see a way in which this goes horribly wrong for me. Enlist, attack, go, enlist here. Go ahead, make my day, buddy. Do we just Colossal Growth here? Nope, I think we just let it slide. Take up the shield, huh? Yikes. So they're gonna gain 4? Is there a way we kill them? They're gonna gain 4, we're gonna, and they're gonna go up to 14, so we're doing 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'm going, buddy. Don't you worry about that. Furious Bow. God. Okay. 6. Alright. The double combat trick. Very nice. They go to 6. They still get to keep their flyer again. Not really what I'm looking for. Yeah, we're gonna play out the mountain. Go to combat again. Enlist and attack again. We are kind of bluffing the attack a little bit, burying the lead on what we have in my hand. But I think that's okay. This does not have trample. I think we just let it slide now. They have another one? Jesus. Nice. The mythic rare into double give it indestructible. Yeah. Nice, very cool. I mean, my opponent's just gonna emote like all day long. Be a douchebag. I could do it back. Are we going to sacrifice it? Target them. We're gonna submit to damage. Nice job gaining no life. Oh wow, I could have flowstoned them down to 1 here. So they actually have to attack here. Yorgo. Good job, Avo. for all the emotes, for all the salt, you still lost. The taunt to get bodied combo in real life, always nice to see. Wow, that was a tough game. Like, our opponent had a mythic flyer with lifelink that was basically fight proof, and then 2 spells to back it up that gave it indestructible, as well as something to give it +3/+1 first strike. So definitely not the ideal. Ooh, look at this hand. We have a 1, we have a 2, we have a 3. Yeah, I think we just keep it like this, and we do not do the Viashino Branch Rider until turn 4. We're going to play out this first. Damn, that's pretty awful for me. Yeah, we're just going to play out the Steel Crusher. Valduvian Berserker as a vanilla just kills that, so that's good. Yeah, no blocks, buddy. You got it. Black green, salvaged mana worker. Not really afraid of the mana worker. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and attack them. Really, they're not gonna block. Alright, free roll. They can't really kill this, so if it dies, it just destroys their Battlefly Swarm. Yeah, if it survives, we're good. If it doesn't, really? Okay. Automatic Librarian's fine with me. Because they can't really block effectively at all. Because this is going to be a 3/3 that when it dies deals 3 to something. Ooh, and we get the Viashino Branch Rider this turn? Yeah, pretty good game plan. We're going to beat with this, enlist here, and attack here. And attack and enlist this. Do they want to get 2 for 1, or do they want to take some damage? I mucked this up, to be honest. What I should have done is attacked with the... Oh, wow, they are going to do it? Okay. Sure, we're just gonna kill, the salvage mana worker. Two for 1 off my Balduvian Berserker. Okay with me. Magnagoth Sentry. It's a good card. It's a good card. But now they can't activate the Death Touch here. And we have 5 mana, so we can afford to play a Goblin Picker and just go nuts. So that's what we're going to do. Bink and bink. Do what you will, opponent. No matter what they block with, our blocks are... our game plan's good, theirs is bad. So, yeah, that just means that you trade on board. I don't even have to use the trick. So we will do that. Although if I do this, I get to keep my creature around. Huh. Nah, I don't care. Let's activate. Play a picker. Pickerino. Countless generations of Shivan goblins have worked on the mana rig, giving them an unparalleled eye for useful relics. Is it useful or useless? Useful. Okay, so now we have all the mana in the world. We're kind of primed to do whatever we want. We don't need all that mana though. We could also Goblin Picker something away if we think it's necessary. But I think our current game plan is just attack both. See what our opponent wants to do. They want to do nothing, huh? Sure. You got it. Tail swipe would be pretty amazing for me. Extinguish the light would not be very amazing for me. We do have some ways to loot. We do have a Shiv and Devastator in our deck. Alright. 2 cards in hand, huh? The Weatherseed Treaty is not going to bother me. Sure. You got it, I guess. Tail swipe, huh? You'll pitch a mountain. Ooh, that's a good one. Do we Colossal Growth the Goblin Picker and just beat in with it and know that they're gonna block? Would you... Oh, they're just gonna concede on the spot? It's a little surprising. I mean, I guess they figured we had so many options in our hand that we were just choosing the way that we wanted to kill them. I guess they just had nothing in hand and whatever we were doing was kind of interaction. A little bit premature, but like, what I was doing was trying to hedge my bets in the event that they did have something, and their concession was just a tacit dismissal that they did not in fact have anything. And you know what? We take those. 3-1, hopefully looking to double that into a 6-2, or better. Already in the new game, pretty nice. Scar Zone? Was this person in a pod? I don't remember. Unfortunately this hand does not do anything. This hand does do something. It does a good amount. We're gonna keep it and put the Linebreaker Baloth on the bottom. And be pretty happy casting our turn 1/1 drop. Yeah. Bonk. Alright, I think we just play out the G2 amplifier. Bonk. Alrighty. What you got? Goblin Picker, huh? Sadly for us, we did not draw anything great. We did draw Balduvian Berserker though. And then we can't really bonk you anymore, so we're not going to. Removal for the Berserker would not be the best for me. But maybe they don't have a great turn 3 play. Where the hell did this owl come from? It's got like weird armor. It looks like an Amonkhet owl, but it's got robot arms, kind of. Maybe that's just the animation style? Hard to say. Well, looks like our opponent's on the think about it plan, which is valid. Okay, well... Okay, we're doing something. Okay. So if the auto tapper doesn't automatically give that to them, I don't think they actually do have it. And also, I still trade for something with the Berserker either way. So I don't think necessarily we're in a position where we shouldn't be attacking. I think we should be attacking. So we will. Enlist. Attack. And enlist here. If they'd like to block, I would love to kill both of their creatures. Yeah, we'll do it. I mean, shit. Trade my 1 for your 2? Sure. We have a lot of cards in hand, and we haven't drawn any of our spells. Which is not the best with the amplifiers in play, but maybe next turn we'll do something. I'd love to get a better attack in with my Berserker, that'd be nice. Like a tail swipe, that'd be optimal. Flowstone Infusion definitely does the job. Question is, do we wait for next turn, or do we just do it this turn? I think we just do it next turn. I think next turn the attacks are so much better. Yeah, whatever. 4 cards in hand, this attack could go bad for us anyway. Fire NATO, okay. I'm just gonna deal the 1 damage to the Steel Crusher. That way it can't attack at all. They want to attack with Key 2 Amplifier, that's fine with me. They can't attack with Steel Crusher and get more damage in. Now we're just going to Flowstone away that Yavimaya Steel Crusher. Get a shitload of damage. Punch my opponent for 8. Pass turn. Now we have a lot of good draws in the deck. Tail Swipe is one of them if they don't play something too big. There's also the Shivan Devastator, which is going to be a 4/4 with haste and flying. This looks like a removal spell directed at my Nishoba Brawler. Stall for time? Sure. That is not that good. It does draw a card, but it just delays. Doesn't affect the board, doesn't block extremely well. The nightmare scenario here is that they have exactly the card, the blue one, but it doesn't look like they do, so... Nope, they do. I guess they just pressed the button quick enough. Good job, buddy. Good on my opponent, I suppose. Yeah, the 1 card in the format that punishes me, and they did in fact have it. Wow, and now a 5/5. That's great. For them. They're not... What? Okay, it's a bold strategy, my friend. Play out the ridge line, no attacks, pass turn. Must be pretty confident in their hand, I guess. It's a lot of mana. Goblin Picker would not be the worst. The dragon would obviously be ideal. Another removal spell. Great. Yeah, I mean, I will block, since I must. Is this another one? Oh no, okay. And keep the card on top, that's bad for me. Take, doesn't matter which one. 5. Yeah. Okay, well... Sometimes you play a 15 land aggro deck and you draw 8 lands. There's still ways around this, we just have to draw exactly our dragon. And even then, we have to stay back and block. Another follow-up? Jesus. What's this? Another timely interference. Third one. Rona's Vortex. Good job. Jeez, talk about good top decks. I mean, didn't help that we drew 8 lands in my 15 land aggro deck. But, you know, can't really help that. Things just don't always go the way that you like. 3-2. Hope we can pick it up from here. See y'all in the next match. Alright, we did find an opponent, and looks like we're on the play. With an okay hand. Not the worst. We'll keep it. Looks like a turn 4 Branch Rider in all probability. Well, yeah, I think we still play out the Amplifier. Come on, cast my spell. There we go. What do they have? Oh, is that a removal spell or something? Missionary. Okay. You know what? I respect that missionary's position. Glowstone Infusion might not actually be doing a lot for me here. So we're just gonna go to combat and attack. Actually, Glowstone kills me. So I do actually necessarily need to do it the other way. Nishoba Brawler. And we'll just tail swipe away that thing. Yep. Okay, go to combat. Beats. Go opponent. And next turn we can have a Branch Rider. Maybe they don't have an insane play. Maybe they have nothing. That'd be cool if they had nothing. Nope, but that's not a very good card. It's just okay. Yeah, we can still afford to do the plan we had already. The question is that what we want to do? I think it is. Yeah, we'll attack here and attack there. Get in for 5. They have a lot of cards in hand. It's not great for me. They're just going to pass. It's fine. We're going to play out the land. There's a chance that what we want to do is some kind of thing with my Flowstone Infusion. If they block here, that's fine by me. If they block there, sure. Yeah, we're going to Flowstone that and try and make it work. It does work. We get our payoff here. 2 for 1 with an extra damage on top. Play out our G2 Amplifier. They seem to be stuck on lands. So this might just be game over. Nope. Juniper Order Weaver put a counter on itself. That's fine. Well, that's kind of rough. Yeah, we're just gonna right-click attack all. Interesting. We would have put them to 1 if we had played out the land, but I think it's okay. Maybe we don't get too mega punished here. There's definitely still draws that kind of win us the game on the spot. Viashino Branch Rider is not necessarily one of them. But it does get us in some damage. It gets us in 2 damage, puts them to 1. They eat one of our creatures. They do in fact have to block both the Viashinos. Then we'll pass turn. They're at 1 life. Maybe this doesn't go terribly for us. Barkweave Crusher is fine. Shivan Devastator? Yeah. Auto pay. Dink. Good game, Oppo. Flying Haste. Surprised it doesn't have Trample at that rate, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, it's about time we draw it. Like, it is, like, lucky and all, but, like, we did have ways to get in the damage immediately. We had more haste creatures, other things to do. Did we have another haste creature? I don't actually know. Either way, we have a good number of things. Alright, looks like we're on the pause plan until the game starts. See y'all in a moment. Alright, we're in against what looks to be bronze. Interesting. And we have a 2, a 3, and a 5 with a combat trick. So I think I will keep it off the strength of the 3. And we'll play out the forest first. Maybe they have a very slow draw. Doesn't look like they do. Not the best for me, but that's okay. Hopefully we get some value out of this picker. Get to attack with it, maybe? Sure. Knowing when to cycle cards like this is generally the difference between a good card, a good player and a bad player. Alrighty. Well, here I think we do something interesting. Going to attack, for sure. They could easily have a counter spell. I don't think I have any way to play around it though, so whatever. Essence Scatter. Okay, fair enough, I guess. Yep, who would have guessed? Oh, me. Now, removal spell? Kind of. Really bad removal spell. I'll just play out the Gitu amplifier. Yeah, I guess so. Next turn, if we draw land, we're just going to play out the Cyclops. Otherwise, it's, you know, Colossal time. So, one thing that gets us here would be specifically... Doesn't look like they have it, so whatever. Founding the third path? Okay. Impede momentum deck. Is that really what we're up against? I guess. They're gonna attack for 2. No more stun counters? Yeah. Fair enough. Go to combat. Feed in with this. Fuckers. Damage. Tortoise. Pass. Now we have a couple of tricks here, and at this point our tricks are going to do a lot of the work for us. They're going to mill themselves and mill exactly 3 lands and an Essence Scatter. I can't imagine that's what they were looking for. Impulse. They're going to miss on lands? That'd be pretty funny. I do not think this card is good. They can cast what? Okay, they play out a 5/5. All of our creatures can actually attack through theirs with the Colossal Growth. So I think we do just attack. +4/+4 actually does necessarily get us there. We're going to block a Tortoise. We're going to Colossal Growth in response. Turtle! Get bent. Alrighty, now we have a Frenzy. It's got a stun counter. So they can cast themselves and impede momentum, which is fine by me. But they have to spend 2 mana on it. Wow, they are going to spend 2 mana on it. Not gonna lie, very weirded out by whatever my opponent's current game plan is. Evidently it's, do that. That seems fine. I think I'm okay with that. We're just gonna play out a 5/4. Don't really think my opponent's getting there on the... What? That doesn't seem like it's gonna do anything.
You know what's happened to all my enemies?
Sure. You can have a monk, I guess.
Oh, the experience will do you good.
Do we just sack the G2 amplifier? Yeah, I guess we do. Attack all, add their face. Yes. Yep, that's that. It's a nice Jaya. It seemed to be a pretty interesting deck, but they just didn't get there on any kind of good beatdown plan. Ours was just quicker, and we were able to leverage our cards better. Keep them on the back foot, use our removal spells when we could. Turns out if you can get on the board early, combat tricks beat removal spells. If your opponent doesn't have time to play them, because they stumble on mana. Obviously my opponent stumbling on mana isn't what I want to happen, but it is a sad reality of limited. Besides, you should just play my deck and always be fine with 2 lands, if they're the right colors, which we have. I think good chance of this being good enough. Yeah, I mean I have a 1, a 2, and a 2, and the Green Lantern's those on. Yeah, I think we keep it. I don't really think a 6 is too much better. Shivan Devastator? Hell yeah. We're just gonna get in with our dude. Alright, they're gonna play... Oh wow, Shivan Reef, huh? Really? Wow. It's kind of the perfect card, isn't it? Not great. Perfect uncommon to punish me. Wow, alright. Looks like my opponent is on the absolutely ideal deck. And combo. Huh. Can't even tail swipe that? Now they know I have the tail swipe? Yikes. Maybe they play something I can tail swipe. Sure. I know I have a 1-mana trick. Wow. Alright, yeah, they got all the token stuff. Fair enough, I suppose. What are the ways that we win this game? We can run them out of things to do. Make sure they don't have a removal spell in hand for when we cast the Devastator. It's probably the only way we're going to win here. Griffin Protector, huh? Alright. I think we do necessarily need to kill that, so I'm gonna just tail swipe it main phase with my Steel Crusher. It's good. Then we're not gonna do anything. Probably just going to pick her at the end of the turn. Sure. Mesa Cavalier, huh? Yeah, looks like it's picker time. That's a 4/4? No, a 5/5, huh? Yeah, we'll swing in the air for 5. We have pretty okay blocks on the ground, not the worst. What I would hate to see is exactly a removal spell, but obviously my opponent could have it. Yeah, they can do that. I'm going to block specifically here and not otherwise. Just because we don't want them to have the life gain. The Nalish Sleeper kicked, huh? Yeah, that would have been pretty awful for me. Yeah, we're just gonna play out the mountain, play out the Hurler Cyclops. Bash in for another 5. Not great. They could do me 10 here? If they attack all and they don't have a creature though, yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean... Really? Fuck. Do we just draw a card, or do we sacrifice it for value? Yeah, I guess we let that slide. God damn it. Now we're dying on the board right now? Fuck. Yeah. God damn it, 9 lands? I'm at less than half my deck. That's like literally 2/3 of my lands. I don't think I can attack with the Cyclops. It does necessitate a block, but they are ahead on board, and we're holding stuff back, so I don't think I can attack. Rough. Very rough. This is pretty miserable for me, and nice top deck, I guess. I don't have a catch-up mechanic, so I can't really do anything about that. Pretty much the worst possible scenario for me is they draw something to interact with my creature, and then immediately draw runner, runner, runner. We did end up in the positive at 5-3. If you enjoyed this draft, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in. This has been Robot Rallis. Have a pleasant evening.